Welcome to Tamara Tattletales. I'm Tamara, and I spill the tea on your favorite reality stars. Married at First Sight Season 14, Boston. After one of the most memorable couples of the Married at First franchise history called it quits, Hostage spoke out to an online tabloid prior to the episode where Chris declares his freedom from the marriage. Both Dr. Viviana and Virginia from season 12 spoke out about the Hostage and Chris situation. You know our girl Virg got to weigh in. So I'll read you the Q&A from the article and Dr. Viviana's tweets, then show you Virginia's video response from her Instagram stories. Now, I don't know if Distractify only asked Hostage 3 questions or if she only answered 3, but 3 is all we get. Alyssa noticed red flags before they left for their honeymoon. Alyssa explained to Distractify that she saw red flags soon after she and Chris said I do. His friends not only told her that Chris has a tendency to be condescending, but also that he was trying to get rid of a dog he had recently adopted. Alyssa has been rescuing dogs for more than 10 years by rehoming animals in need or those that are victims of natural disasters in Mexico or the Bahamas. Naturally, this didn't exactly make her swoon for her new hubby. When Alyssa heard that Chris was essentially against something she so strongly believes in, it was another nail in the coffin on an already dead on arrival marriage. Now, I find this comment interesting because one of the reasons she stated that she didn't want to move into the apartment with him is due to his dog. But for the record, 6 months later, as of the date of this video, he still has the dog. Their breakup was around August 1st of 2021. When Chris's family informed Alyssa that he works all day, every day, and that he's often on his phone, it was yet another red flag for her, but there were more to come. I don't think anyone entering a new relationship will want to hear any of this, Alyssa told us. The night of the wedding, when we talked without cameras, there was an incident across the hall where a young girl seemed to be in trouble. As I just had basically one of the hardest nights of my life, I sat outside with this young girl for over an hour at 3 a.m. According to Alyssa, Chris didn't want to help the young girl, and his unwillingness to be of service in what sounds like a tough situation caused Alyssa to once again reevaluate her marriage. Why did Alyssa marry Chris on Married at First Sight? Because Alyssa seemed so uninterested in Chris during the honeymoon, and she even says at one point that she hates him. MAFS fans don't understand why she even went through with the wedding. Alyssa told Distractify that she basically blacked out due to nerves. According to her, she doesn't remember anything about the beginning of their wedding. When I walked down the aisle, I knew he wasn't physically my type, but I was hoping for all the other things I had asked for in someone, Alyssa said. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I've dated multiple people who weren't my typical type, but we had a lot in common and had fun together. But there are some things for me I cannot overlook, and I shouldn't have to. So Dr. Viviana went on Twitter to discuss the Alyssa situation. I believe she was live tweeting during the episode prior to the divorce episode. Here's what she had to say. In response to your many tweets saying that Alyssa should be kicked off or sent home, I'd like to see any of you legally force someone to get on a plane and or separate from your legal spouse against your wishes. Did y'all hear, Pastor Cal? Yes, we are aware of everything that is happening and we are following their marriage closely. I believe Alyssa went into this with all good intentions, and I think, like so many others, she thought, well, if it doesn't work out with us, at least I can meet amazing women and will join the ranks of all the other MAFS brides who came before us and make the best of it. I actually think that this is not the worst way to look at this process, but because at this point she's refusing to communicate with her husband, she is refusing to be respectful to him, and is disrespecting the process that has produced so many loving families. Witnessing it all play out on a very real platform for the world to see should make us all feel for the parties involved and those who love them. Curious, for those saying that Chris is broken, what do you see that makes you think Chris is broken? What makes you say that? So apparently, fans asked Virginia to weigh in on the Hostage and Chris situation. So according to her, y'all asked for this. So this is what she had to say.
Hey, I keep getting questions about my opinion on Chris and Alyssa. And first of all, I don't watch. I didn't watch last season. I haven't watched this season. I haven't even finished my season of Couples Cam, like the episodes I was on. It's still like very triggered for me. Don't watch it at all. But I do follow like some Instagram still. And to be honest, the clips I've seen, she just seems creeped out by him. And I know everyone's like judging her. I think she's a bitch and like she's not trying and whatever. But you can't help if you get like an ick from someone. And like, there's one thing to be attracted to them, but she genuinely seems like creeped out and like maybe even a little like scared of him. And like, you don't know what's happening off camera. Like, you're only seeing select portions of what's actually going on between them. So I think everyone's judging her really harshly. And yeah, on paper, also, which again, I literally have not watched an episode. But the clips I've seen kind of give me like Haley and Jake vibes from my season. And obviously I was there, and all I'll say is I know what was happening off camera with Haley and Jake. And I still would say everyone judged Haley way too harshly. And yeah, I just think everyone needs to like, I don't know. I think everyone's hating on Alyssa, and it might not be warranted. If you follow up comments based on some of y'all's messages about Chris and Alyssa, again, haven't watched, but a lot of y'all are saying she's just not going about it the right way, and that obviously sucks for Chris. Like, you can definitely be more mature in the situation. But some people are saying they think she's just like wanting to stay in the apartment or wanting to stay married for like screen time. Whether you live in the apartment, don't live in the apartment, are still together, not still together, you're still gonna film whether you want to or not. So I don't think that's a valid point like against her necessarily. Like, my season, Chris still filmed way later when he shouldn't. Like, he wasn't in the story anymore. He should have been gone, but they need content and we have contracts, so she's gonna still be filming whether she's at the apartment or married to him or not. So, and this is my last point, I think my whole, like, why I'm saying maybe she's creeped out by him is because at the end of the day, I think y'all forget the cameras leave. They're not with us 24/7. You are supposed to sleep in the apartment with a stranger. Yes, there's a few cameras in like the living area, but I mean, y'all saw in my season, those cameras caught some stuff that shouldn't have been happening. And they say they're there for safety, but no one's gonna, I mean, unless something absolutely crazy was happening, no one's gonna come in. Like, if you're getting yelled at in the middle of the night when cameras aren't there, I got cut off. But yeah, at the end of the day, no one should be forced to be in an apartment or be in a bed with someone they're not comfortable with, whether you're married, strangers, whatever. Like, yes, you agree to the experiment, you agree to get married, but like, you're still a stranger. It's still someone you've known for literally a couple days. Yes, they've been vetted by like experts, but that doesn't make them any less of a stranger. So you shouldn't be forced to do anything you're not comfortable with. And I think that's where she's maybe looking like a bitch a little bit, is that she's not comfortable doing things being asked of her, and I guess she's not portraying that the right way or saying that the correct way. But he's still a stranger at the end of the day.